Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. Let's start. Fajans rule. Fazans. Fajans is the name of the scientist. Bariani now, Bariani. Fajans rule. Okay, Fajans rule. What does this say? Okay, Fajans rule. So, write down. 1 point for it. Fajans rule. The polarizing power, the polarizing power, the polarizing is spelling is like this: POLARISING. The polarizing power of cation, the polarizing power of cation results in results in covalent character. Results in covalent character. The polarizing power of what cation I said is no. See, I have an atom here. एक example घेता हूँ. एक atom होता है student. I have one atom. So this is the size. When I lose an electron from that atom, say atom आता ना आपको are you okay with the Konkani? Konkani कळटा नाही तुका? तो काय बी कळटा नाही. Yes or no? पुरा इतल्या पुरा म्हाका. अंडरस्टँड म्हणल्यार पुरो म्हाका. उलय म्हणपा नाका. उलयता हांव. म्हागे कोंकणी मातशी सांग्या वयली हा. सो मातशें तेका काही इश्यू जाता नाही. बाकीच्या मातशी डिफिकल्टी जातली. So एक atom आसा, if I remove that electron, I will get a positive charge on that atom. Yes or no? Yes or no? I have one more atom, little bigger in size. तिथून एक electron काढलो, I will get a positive sign on that atom. Correct? When we lose an electron, cation is formed. Yes or no? When we lose an electron, cation is formed. But आता हांव जर हांव cation म्हणटा, and if I'm saying anion, can you tell me whose size will be more? Who will be bigger in size? K, C or A? Anion, yes or no? Electron soda, sorry, anion means what? Any ion, any species having what? Extra electrons. Any species having what? Extra electrons. So आता पहा एक बारीकसो sentence statement म्हणता. What is polarizing power? I have mentioned a word there, polarizing power. Polarizing power means एक जर atom असा, if this is an atom, and towards it I have kept a positive charge, cation दवरलो. And I will consider माझो anion असो, हो दवरलो. This anion means what? It has electrons, lot of electrons. Correctly, it has more electrons. And cation has what? Some electrons are less. So what should be the distance or the force of attraction? The force of attraction between two ions, two different charges. एक डिस्टन्स आसतले बिटवीन द टू डिफरंट चार्जेस. आता हेजे चार्ज मायनस आसतलो, सो एनायन कॅटायनाचे चार्ज कितें आसतलो? पॉझिटिव्ह आसतलो. सो जे डिस्टन्स आसतले एंड द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शन, बिकॉज इक्वल एंड opposite charges separated by a distance. That is how they are separated, sorry, how they are attracted by what? Force of attraction. आता force of attraction, will it go inside? No, there will be some force. दोन atomaमध्ये force असतलो, but it will not touch as such. There will be little what? Force. Keeping them together. Keeping them what? Together. That force of attraction means एक positive charge, एक negative charge. That force of attraction is called as what? Polarizing power. Is called as what? Polarizing power. म्हणल्यार कितें करतलो? This anion which has a negative sign, electrons जे आसा पळय anion फुड्या, हो जो cation जो आहे दवरलो, as it हो cation जे anion कितें करपा ट्राय करतलो? Pull. So तो कितें करतलो? Polarize करतलो. सगळे इलेक्ट्रॉन हांगा येवपा लागतले न्ही? Yes or no? All the electrons will try to come there. Yes or no? Because of this what? Force of attraction. This is called as polarizing. So ताका polarize करता. इलेक्ट्रॉन सगळे ए साइड आयले म्हणजे ए साइडच्यान कोण येवपा लागतलो? Positive sign. Positive charge will remain at one corner. Yes or no? Electrons only will come at one corner. Why? because towards nearby कोण आसा हांगा? Cation. So this is called as polarization. Understood? I'm repeating again. I have an anion with me. I have a cation with me. Between these two, there will be what? Force of attraction. Due to which a charge will be separated. Electrons will come at one position. So here I will get what? Slightly more negative. Here I have my cation. And here the difference between. वो एक atom असा with extra electrons. This is positive. This is cation. Because of this cation, the सगळे electron की जातले, they will come at one point, one position. Because due to which, what will be generated? Polarity will be generated. What will be generated? Polarity will be generated. And this polarity is because of this force of attraction, and that is called as what? Polarizing power. That is called as what? No one will ask you what is polarizing power and all. But तू कळपाक जाय. माझ्याकडे एक anion आसा. Anion म्हटल्यार कितें? I have extra electrons. I have a cation. So cation the anion pull करता. So the anion चे सगळे electrons, most electrons will come at make a cloud. Cloud म्हटल्यार meaning कळ्ळें आता? Cloud कसो आसता? Rainy cloud we say, no? Rainy cloud we say. Like this we will get here what? You will get here like this what? A electron cloud. And this will give rise to what? Polarity. Polarity म्हटल्यार दोन charges separated by a distance. What is polarity? Polar nature. Charges separated by a distance. हांगा positive charge, हांगा कितें आसतलो मागेलो negative charge separated by a certain distance. This is called as what? Polarity. This is called as what? Polarity. And this force of attraction between the two is called as what? Polarizing power. My question here is now. Now I will go to a little application. My question here is, what should be the size of the cation? It should be little bigger in size or it should be little smaller in size so that my polarizing power will be more. I'm repeating again. The cation what I have taken, the cation what I have taken. आता माझ्याकडे तीन cation असतात. एक cation, दोन cation, and this is the third cation. तीन cation असतात माझ्याकडे. Anion I'm keeping same. Why एकूच anion माझ्याकडे. So anion I'm putting no. एकूच anion असतात. But I have three cations. Tell me where out of these three, where my polarizing power will be more. The first one, second one, or third one. Think and answer. Just don't blindly answer. First, second, third answer. Either first or third or this you all know. Either it can be first or third. Modi can ask another. But why? Think like that. Why? What do you think? First, second, or third? First, why? Try to think like this. If my cation is smaller, means it will pull the electron more, no? व्हडलो जर कॅटायन आसा तो पुल करपाक शकतलो तो व्हडलो कॅटायन म्हळ्यार मिनींग कितें व्हडलो कॅटायन म्हळ्यार मिनींग कितें द सायज ऑफ द एटम इज बिगर बिग कॅटायन मीन्स वॉट द सायज ऑफ द एटम इज वॉट बिगर तो इजिली पुल करपाक शकतलो कोण पुल करतलो कॅटायन म्हटल्यार कोण द प्रोटॉन्स येस ऑर नो द प्रोटॉन्स प्रेझेंट इन होम न्यूक्लियस येस ऑर नो कॅटायन म्हटल्यार कितें आतां आय एम अ एटम इफ आय लूज अ इलेक्ट्रॉन इफ आय एम अ एटम हांव कन्सिडर कर हांव सोडियम माझ्याकडे किती इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतात 11 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हाऊ मेनी प्रोटॉन्स आय हॅव 11 प्रोटॉन्स एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेलो माझे पॉझिटिव्ह सायन आयलो कित्याक पॉझिटिव्ह सायन आयलो माझे तुका माझ्याकडे प्रोटॉन चड आसा न्ही if I lose one electron how many electrons I will be with now 10 electrons but how many protons will be with me now 11 protons म्हणून माझे किती आयलो पॉझिटिव्ह सायन and where protons are present in the nucleus सो म्हाका जर आतां पॉलॅरिटी करपाक जाय म्हाका जर पॉलरायझिंग पावर वाडोवपाक जाय मागीर who will pull the electrons the protons present in where nucleus so tell me now which cation will be more preferred smaller one or the bigger one smaller correct आसा आतां कळटा अंडरस्टँड जाता Pajan's rule मातसो तरी बेसिक आयडिया मेळ्ळी okay so we'll start so Pajan's rule I have given the first point now write down polarizing power of cation write down polarizing power of cation polarizing power of cation polarizing power of cation so write down the first point under that the first point size of cation size of cation So I will write like this. Smaller size cation. Smaller size cation. What will be PP? PP means what? Polarizing power. Exam PPP बरोबरचे ना धावण्यातले. तुमकांय बी आणि म्हाकाय बी. PP बरोबर. What is PP? They don't know. This is our trend. PP. PP means what? Polarizing power. So polarizing power will be more or less. Consider anion is same. Anion is same. So polarizing power is more or less. Oh, so right. PP is more. PP is more. Joseph, how covalent bond is formed? Euphoria gallo. How covalent bond is formed? By sharing of electrons. If I am a cation, I am very small. I have an anion with me. I mean, दोघांना आता electron किती करताले? Force of attraction असा. आता now you will say, sir, it's an ionic bond. Consider ionic bond सुद्धा slightly covalent character असता. How ionic bond is formed? Transfer of electrons. How ionic bond is formed? Transfer. Yeah? If I am two, there are two atoms. One atom, second atom. मागे एक इलेक्ट्रॉन काढलो त्याकडे दिलो एक्झाम्पल घेता सोडियम atomic number 11 electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1 correct सोडियम सदांच तो इलेक्ट्रॉन तो घेऊन चल म्हणटलो कोणा तरी he will give that electron why because he will attain a positive sign but he will get what why he will give that electron easily because he will attain stable noble gas configuration very good आता एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेलो म्हण झालो तो कोणीतरी घेवपाक जाय न्ही इलेक्ट्रॉन असोच बेश्टो घेवपाक शकना I have with me chlorine. Chlorine atomic number 17. Electronic configuration of chlorine. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. So electron आयलो chlorine घेतलो. Chlorine size किती आयली? Sign किती आयली? Minus. So why he chlorine always want that electron? So सदा जाय. तो सदा वाट पळयत आसता. Sodium electron दितलो आणि आपण electron घेतलो. Why? Because he will also attain what? Stable noble gas configuration. Clear आसा? Now. Na plus Cl minus. These are two separate ions. There will be what between the two? Electrons are transferred. So what type of bond is formed? Ionic bond. Ionic bond also have slightly covalent character. Ionic bond will also have what? Slightly covalent characters. आता मागे point कितें? If the size of the cation is small, smaller the size of the cation, Pp will be what? More. And what will be about CC? CC म्हटलं कितें? Covalent character. CC म्हटलं कितें? Covalent character will be more or less. More or less. I know. सरांचो तुवें सांगलेले covalent bond म्हटल्यार sharing of electrons. आता तुम परत एकदा बारीकसो पॉइंट सांगता आयनिक बॉन्ड्स ऑल्सो हॅव कोवेलंट कॅरेक्टर आता जर माझो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शन चड आसा म्हणजे माझे आयनिक कॅरेक्टर कितें जातलो मोर म्हणजे मागे बॉन्ड स्ट्रॉंग जातले न्ही माझो जर फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शन पोलरायझिंग पॉवर इज मोर माय फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शन इज मोर वॉट विल हॅपन टू द आयनिक कॅरेक्टर इन्क्रीज आता आयनिक कॅरेक्टर इन्क्रीज जाल्यार बॉन्ड स्ट्रॉंग जावप आमकां सदांच बॉन्ड आमगे स्ट्रॉंग जाल्ली जाय सो आयनिक कॅरेक्टर इन्क्रीज जाता वॉट विल हॅपन टू द कोवेलंट कॅरेक्टर it will also increase. Covalent character will also increase. So more given smaller the size of cation, Cp is more, Cc is also more. झालो ग्रुप 1 एलिमेंट याद जाता ग्रुप 1 आता कोणते थोडे याद जाता आता ग्रुप 1 एलिमेंट याद जाता ग्रुप 1 group 1 elements how many groups we have data how many groups we have in the periodic table 5 groups 7 groups very good how many groups we have 30 very good I'm where I'm going How many groups we have? How many groups we have? Nikolai, nuclei. Tell me. 13 groups. And how many periods we have? Periods how many? 7. Asking or telling? 7 periods. So we have 18 groups and 7 periods. Group 1 is this one. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. Group 2. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium. Check कर strontium झालं. Strontium and barium असतो. Radium or barium. Barium check कर. Strontium, no, not strontium. Check कर. Is it SR? अरे periodic table on the last page. Not there? Okay. No periodic table on the last page. Okay. Group 2 माहित होता. I have with me yes, correct, sir. Correct, I'm correct. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, and barium. Okay, correct. It's correct. It's correct. Now, correct. Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1 and Group 2. I will just take example now. Just focus on. Maka to 10 minutes kind of disturbance naka. I will go with the size of the cation. That question exam ही आता है. Lithium electronic configuration किधे? 1s2, 2s1. Since the last electron enters the S subshell, they are called as what? S block element. Group 1 will have always have one electron in the outermost shell. What will be the electronic configuration of sodium? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Potassium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. Rubidium will be 5s1, cesium will be 6s1. Beryllium will be 2s2, magnesium will be 3s2, calcium will be 4s2, this will be 5s2, this will be 6s2. Outermost electronic configuration I have written. Now, if this group 1 and group 2 will always lose electrons, they are mostly metallic in nature. Why they are metallic in nature? Because they always have a tendency to what? Lose the electron. Group 1 and group 2 elements are always metallic in nature because they have a tendency to what? Lose the electrons. So lithium will always give you lithium plus. Sodium will give you what? Sodium plus. K will give you K plus. Rb will give you plus. Cesium will give you plus. Beryllium will also give you 2 plus. Magnesium will give you 2 plus. Calcium will give you 2 plus. Strontium will give you 2 plus. Barium will also give you 2 plus. So they will always form cations. They will always form what? Cations. Our group 17 elements, fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, will always stay fluorine minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus. Yes or no? They always tend to what? Take the electron. We all know why they are taking electrons. It has a stable configuration matter. Like which elements? Group 18 elements. Now. So now tell me, students, this you should tell me what happens to the atomic size down the group? I or D? Why it is increasing? Number of electrons increasing, that's why. Number of something is increasing. Shells. In lithium, how many shells are present? 2. Nucleus, एक आणि कितले? 2. In sodium, how many shells are present? 1, 2 and what? 3. Potassium, how many shells are present? 1, 2, 3 and what? 4. Clear asa? I am repeating again. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, group 1 element. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, group 2 elements. Group 1 element will form plus sign, plus cations. Group 2 will be formed plus 2 cations. Yes or no? Down the group, what happened to the size of the elements? Size of the ions, I can say, increases. Why? Because number of shells increases. Group 2 also it will be the same thing. Now tell me, if I give you lithium plus, if I give you sodium plus, if I give you K plus, Rb plus, and cesium plus. If I give you this cation, tell me whose covalent character will be more. Whose covalent character will be more? परत सांगता. How smaller the size of the cation, smaller the size of the cation, more will be the more pp, more cc. कोव्हॅलंट कॅरेक्टर चड आसपाक पोलरायझिंग पावर चड आसपाक आणि पोलरायझिंग पावर जर चड आसपाक size of the cation should be what? Smaller. So tell me, out of these cations, whose polarizing power will be more? Whose size is small? Lithium. So lithiumaचे size म्हटल्यार polarizing power किती जालो? More. And polarizing power more जाल्यार covalent character किती जालो? Clear आसा? So tell me for group 2, who will have lower covalent character? Small covalent character. It will be covalent character small is polarizing power small. And polarizing power small म्हटल्यार size of the cation is what? More. Size of the cation is what? More. So which cation size is more? Barium. Why this cation has bigger size? Because shells are what? More clear as a size of the cation. Okay, take a question. Li plus, Li plus, Na plus, K plus, Rb plus, Rb है शुभ रुबिडियम, Rb plus, and cesium plus, Cs, capital C, small s, cesium plus, Cs, cesium plus, Rb plus. Okay, these are the cations given. First question. First question. Arrange them in increasing order of polarizing power. Arrange them in increasing order of polarizing power. Increasing order of polarizing power. Do it. Increasing order of polarizing power. Palta. Yes. Have you revised Lenspot structure? Sure. Okay. Increasing order. When I say increasing order, the sign should be less than. Increasing order, the sign should be less than. Remember like this, remember only one. Exam sure question है increasing decreasing order खिचतरी part आसा Okay, so I have to put less than sign. Means what I said, increasing order of which character polarizing power I said, the increasing order of pp I want to write, yes or no? Polarizing power. So here the element I will write whose polarizing power is more or less. Whose I will write here? Which element I will write? Whose polarizing power is less. Here I will write whose element whose polarizing power is more. So tell me whose polarizing power is less. So the cesium plus, then Rb plus, then K plus, then sodium plus, and lithium plus. Understood? Understood? Second question. Decreasing order of covalent character. खुशी कळटा? ना कळना. कळटा? Decreasing order of covalent character. Sorry, what is that? Covalent character. Okay. Decreasing order of covalent character. First, write the signs and keep ready. मागीर ते confusion नाका. कळ्ळें पण तुका? Not understanding. Greater than no, less than no. You written no less than, then why you corrected this? You written correctly no. When I say increasing means you have to write like this only. Remember. Yeah. Good. So decreasing order means the first is sign is greater than. कोणाचं covalent character थोडासा lithium plus, correct? Then sodium plus, K plus, CS plus and rubidium plus and cesium plus. Have you understood this concept? The first concept, it is size of the cation. So smaller the size of the cation, more will be the polarizing power, more will be the character. The second concept under this only. Charge of cation. Charge of cation. Charge of cation. Now be careful. Sodium, magnesium, who is the next element? Sodium, magnesium, who is the next element here? Aluminium. Electronic configuration is what? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p1. So aluminium will have 3 plus charge. We will always lose these 3 electrons. He will always lose these 3 electrons. So he will have 3 plus charge. So we have 3 different ions. What do you think? Consider Mashpanic ion as a sodium plus. We are discussing, not discussing about the, see, we are not discussing about the size now. We are discussing about the charge of the ion. Sodium has plus 1 charge, magnesium has plus 2 charge, and aluminum has plus 3 charge. What do you think? The charge should be more or less so that the polarizing power will be more. More than why? Less than why? Think. Yes, ना? Size किती जाता? Decrease जाता, correct. इलेक्ट्रॉन जितने लूज जातले, consider माझ्याकडे किती इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतात? 11. माझ्याकडे किती प्रोटॉन्स असतात? 11. So they are held by a force. माझ्याकडे हांवें 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स लूज केले. किती इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज केले? 3. I have protons same, so I will pull those electrons more closer. Yes or no? So माझी size किती जातली? Decrease. इतले म्हाका electron lose जातले. As I lose the electron, charge will be more. As I lose the electron, charge will be more. Size will be small. Smaller the size, polarizing power, more covalent character, more. I repeat again. More the electrons I lose, charge will be more. More the electrons I lose, charge will be more. So charge is more, electrons are less, the force of attraction is more, size is what? Small. Smaller the size, polarizing power is more. Polar TP is more, or CC will be also more. So if I want to say out of these 3, whose TP will be more? L3. CC will be clear, sir. Understood? Yes. So write down what I have given. Charge of the cation. More the charge, or you can write like this. Charge is more. PP is more. CC is more. Exam मात please पाय पडटा. अशी मात बरी नाका लॉस काडटले तुमची बी आणि माझी बी. कोण शिकयत काय म्हणून केमिस्ट्री. This is just for our understanding. एक्झामी मातशें बरी इंग्लिश तुमगेली जी हायफाय इंग्लिश उलयता पळय तुमी ते इंग्लिशीन बरोवपाचें. Since the charge is more, therefore the polarizing power of the cation will be more, the covalent character of the cation will be more. मातशें बरी इंग्लिशीन बरयात. भयसता अशें करून दिवपाक. Students have written. हांवें कितलेय क्लासीस सांगले. They don't listen. एक्झामी टायमार अशें स्टडी करतात. चार्ज मोर, पीपी मोर, सीसी मोर. एक्झामी तेंच बरोवन येतात. Charge more, PP more, CC more. Teacher will ask you, what is 50 and CC? So please be careful. आमचे अंडरस्टँड शिकपा मातशें बरें दिसता फनी वे. That's why I'm giving this. Actually a wrong method सामकी. बट शिकपा बरी म्हणून सांगता एग्जामी अशें बरयला 0 हांव जाल्यार पेपर सुद्दां करेक्ट करपाना I'm telling you if I am your teacher I will not correct this thing no but it has a lot of meaning huh? we are understanding our concept here clear asa okay so if I want to write here in this increasing order of pp tell me increasing order of pp for this example first thing increasing order म्हटल्यार किती साइन यूज करतलो less than so सांगतोय म्हाका whose polarizing power will be less Na plus then Mg2 plus and aluminium 3 plus so write these 3 examples write this one question Siddha Paida now you're today you're okay cation is clear yes smaller the cation polarizing power is what smaller the cation polarizing power more covalent character now I will go towards the anion anion cation झालं आमगेलं एक झालं size of the cation दुसरं झालं आमगेलं charge of the cation now I'll go for the anion and for anion the first one is size of anion what do you think now आता concept मास्तर जरी clear असा असं तरी तकलें fit जाला concept clear जाला as polarization polarizing power म्हटल्यार कितलो कळपा लागला so tell me of the size of the anion should be more or should be less आमकां same बरोवपा जाय size of anion more or less then pp will be what and cc will be what should be the size of the anion so that polarizing power is more cc is more you tell me cation small असपास accept करता what about the anion it should be also small or it should be also less what we are written for cation small so anion what do you think small or big what do you think on this see जर anion जर व्हडलो घेतलो and cation जर small घेतलो it is required no okay electron जाय न्ही लागी बेगीन मेळटे so if I take an anion small if I take an anion small those electrons will be first attracted by the protons present inside the anion ते इलेक्ट्रॉन पयलीं ते cation means the protons जे न्यूक्लियसा भितर आसा ते घट धरून दवरतले न्ही इलेक्ट्रॉनाक of that atom consider this is A चो न्यूक्लियस आसतलो तितून भितर protons आसतले सो ते जे इलेक्ट्रॉनाक सामके हेल्ड करून दवरतले घट धरून दवरतले फोर्स अट्रॅक्ट करून दवरतले so is it easy for this cation to pull those electrons but if the size is bigger if the size of the anion is bigger if the size of the anion is bigger these protons cannot pull those electrons easily न्ही असे पयस आसतले न्ही ते but is it easy for this cation to pull those electrons are you getting the things here so what should be the size of the anion so that my polarizing power is more तेणी ह्या कॅटायनान जर ते इलेक्ट्रॉना इझिली पुल केले तो पीपी किती जातली माझी मोर जातली येस न्हू सो ऑटोमॅटिक सीसी किती जातलो मोर सो व्हॉट शुड बी द साइज ऑफ द एनायन should be bigger the size of the anion should be more pp will be more cc will be more Size of the anion should be more, Pp should be more, Cc should be more. Size of the anion should be more, Pp should be more, Cc should be more. Second is charge of anion. Don't go for that minus sign. Minus sign किती indicate करता? Say for example anion बरयता हांव. Cl minus 1 means what? Minus म्हटल्यार the value decrease जायना. This is not a value. It is how many electrons are present extra? 1 electron. हे याद धरा. परत सांगता. So minus 1 म्हळ्यार किती indicate करता? That chlorine has what? 1 electron extra. So tell me if the charge of the anion, what it should be? Charge of anion, what it should be, so that Pp is more and Cc is more. Charge should be what? होय जर हांव एक इलेक्ट्रॉन घेता मागे सायज किती जातली डिक्रीज जातली काय इन्क्रीज जातली डी और आय इन्क्रीज जातली न्ही ते म्हाजे फुड्यान पळया 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन आसा 10 प्रोटॉन आसा हांवें एक इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्स्ट्रा घेतलो प्रोटॉन विल रिमेन द सेम नो बट इलेक्ट्रॉन घेतले म्हळ्यार तुगे सायज किती जावपाक लागतली मातशी देर विल बी इलेक्ट्रॉन रिपल्शन जावपाक लागतलें देर आर मेनी पॉसिबिलिटीज वॉट विल हॅपन टू द सायज मोर आता जर एनायनाची सायज इन्क्रीज जाता म्हणजे पोलरायझिंग पावर किती जातलो Pp will be what more Cc will be more so what should be the charge of the anion more or less more so charge of anion is more Pp is more Cc is more आता कळ्ळां Pp and Cc कित्याक म्हणटा त्यात धरपा बऱ्या पडटा Pp Cc that's why I'm using this term Pp and Cc you will not see this much in any of the things कोड असे चड यूज करपा ना just for our comfort I'm doing don't make this comfort your habit comfort shouldn't be a habit please charge of anion Pp is more Cc is more is the concept of Pajan's rule clear we are discussing about the cation and discussing about the anion so I'm just repeating don't look at the notebook cation size of the cation is less what should be the Pp more Cc is more charge of the cation is more means size of the cation is what charge of the cation is more size of the cation is less charge of the cation is more size is less Pp is more Cc is more what about the anion size of the anion is more Pp is more Cc is more charge of the anion is more Pp is more Cc is more clear yes I will give you 1 minute go through this and I will give you 2-3 questions solve those then कोणी पण ऑटोग्राफ sorry no it is more dependent on a cation anion कोणाचे बिहेव करता डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द पोलरायझिंग पावर ऑफ cation so चड कॅटायनाचे डिपेंड that's why it's more dependent on the cation that's why so तेगे रूल त्याने तसे शोधून काढलेले I'm not saying anion डिपेंड उरना more dependent on cation so इलेक्ट्रॉन पूल करपाचे पळय electrons will not pull the positive charge. Positive charge will pull the electron. म्हणून तो शेप चेंज जातलो ते इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड जातलो. That's why it more depend on that. Clear asa? Okay. Take down lithium chloride, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, and rubidium chloride. ते 4 सॉल्ट दिला तुमका. एक दिला लिथियम क्लोराइड दिला, एक दिला सोडियम क्लोराइड, एक दिला पोटॅशियम क्लोराइड आणि एक दिला रुबिडियम क्लोराइड. Increasing order of polarizing power. Write down. Increasing order of polarizing power. Yeah? Increasing order of polarizing power. I have not given ions here, no? I have given directly a compound. So compound भितर एक कितरी common दवरला हांवें. See, Cl is common. So Cl will not impact, नी? Yes or no? Actually, what it is like this: lithium plus and what? Cl minus. Na plus आणि किती? Cl minus. K plus आणि Cl किती? Minus. Rb plus आणि Cl किती? Minus. एक cation एक anion. Just to confuse you all, they are given you compounds. So आमको कोणाचे focus करपा पडला हांगा? Will I focus on cation or will I focus on anion? Cation. So आता cation म्हटल्यार increasing order म्हटल्यार पयली येतली sign less than येतली आमगेली हे कळपा जाय आमकां. आणि with respect to what we have to write polarizing power. So कोणाचो polarizing power हांगा कितें आसपा जाय? Less. So हांगा कोण आसतलो? It will be RbCl. Then what it will be? KCl. Then NaCl and LiCl. Okay, asa? LiCl. LiCl. Clear? Exam असे क्वेश्चन होता. Exam असे क्वेश्चन होता. हे आता शिकयला म्हणून ओके इझी दिसता. Just imagine this year is where this year is done, next year is done, then you are answering NEET, and that time this question is asked. कळटलो? त्यांना कळलं नाही. आता किती आता शिकयला नाही. ओके इझी. Nothing is there in this. First question after 1 year, if you ask 1 year old, फुडल्याच म्हयन्या विचारता हा क्वेश्चन. 1 year आणि किती 1 month आयला 1 month आयला. Okay, so it's an important respect to NEET and JEE. खूप फावटी विचारला. Okay, डायरेक्ट असे क्वेश्चन दिला ना ऑर्डर बरे म्हटला. And what they do? आता ऑप्शन दिता पळय तो असे क्वेश्चन घालतले. रुबिडियम क्लोराइड less than KCl असे दिसले. NaCl दिसलो less than lithium chloride, more than, here they will write like this something rubidium chloride असे. They will change the signs in between. They will change the sign. Modi less than, Modi more than in the options. So you should be perfect with the thing. आपका खबर आसा lithium chloride चा polarizing power so that's it. Don't get confused with the options. Okay, any question get? Any guess? Second one. Good. CaCl2, MgCl2, CaCl2, MgCl2 आणि BeCl2. Decreasing order of covalent character. Write this in decreasing order of covalent character. Then आणि काय करूया आम्ही decreasing order of covalent character. Try कर. decreasing order of covalent characters. Check. So it will be BCl2 greater than MgCl2 greater than CaCl2. Check if you're getting this. Yes, Meta. See, here also chlorine is same, ne? Only we have to focus on who? We have to focus on who? anion. Cation. Last example. Last example. Not for today, from this concept. For this concept. Try. The polarizing power of fluorine. So NaF is less, fluorine is less. I'm just asking you. Not saying you're wrong. Why? Why you thought that this has less polarizing power? Hey, where are you? Where are you? Why we are in between? It's a group 17 elements. We have to focus on those anions. Anions is fluorine, fluorine, bromine, and iodine. This is the order. Okay. Increasing order of polarizing power. Increasing order मतलब किती असलो? Size. So we are focusing here on what? Size or charge. सगळ्यांचा चार्ज सेम असा न्ही Cl minus and F minus and I minus and किती Br minus. Charge is same, but what about is the charge same? Yes. But what about the size? Is it same? कोणाची size कमी असा? Here polarizing power कमी असपा जाय. So if I discussing it with respect to size, the size of the anion should be less or more so that polarizing power is less. What should be the size of the anion so that polarizing power is less? Size should be small. So who will come first here? Fluorine. So answer will be NaF. Understood the reason? Reason NaF. Then NaCl. Then NaBr. And understood? Congratulated both of you. Correct. Clear? असे आता exam questions. This is the level of questions. And एक देऊ last. I said this is the last, no? And एक last. Okay. चुकले आयलो आता राउंड मारताली बारीक से चुकले आयलो. Okay. NaCl MgCl2, AlCl3. Same, increasing order of pp. Pushpika, understanding? Hmm? So that's why revision is important. You have to revise. Now you're forgetting. Now you're forgetting. Now you're understanding or forgetting. So go home and revise, please. Why this is less? Why this polarizing power is less? I said, is it wrong? I asked you the reason. Okay. Atap, I have given something different here. So on what basis we will decide? We have four concepts. One is size of cation, charge of cation, size of anion, and charge of anion. On what basis you will decide this? Charge of what? What basis? So here it is actually Na plus Cl minus. Here it is Mg2 plus 2Cl minus. Here it is aluminium 3 plus 3Cl minus. So it is actually the charge of the cation. Increasing order of polarizing power means less than sign. So the charge should be what? If my polarizing power is less, the charge should be what? Of cation. Polarizing power less. Sorry, polarizing power less. So charge should be less. So कौन है फलाना? NaCl less than what? MgCl2 less than what? AlCl3. And how many of you got this correct? Okay. Others who have not got this correct, understood? Others who have not got this correct, understood? Okay, clear? Benjamin? Okay? I will take a 2 minutes break and then I will continue. My friend has given me a book to read, and I don't have a reading habit. Book. Life on केन्नाच book म्हणटा वाचूं ना. फक्त सोडून कोंकणी textbook. I don't have a reading habit. Oh my God, shit. म्हाका जर न्हिदेवपा जाय जाल्यार book आतां open केल्यार पुरो हांव न्हिदलो. Sure, 110%. Not chemistry, Those books. व्हडले. How many of you read books at home? Reading habit, only one person. No one read books. Reading habit कोणाक तुमकां? Then books, novel, not textbooks and all, novels आणि कितें अशें. You read? कितें वाचता novel? Yes. And no one has voice. Atomic? Okay. I don't know. I don't have reading habit. How many of you play like games and on mobiles? Mobiles. Which आहे का? जायचे मला एक तरी नाव सांग बरं मला. Candy Crush? Ludo? Then chess? Don't play chess during the night time. Don't play chess during your study time. आम्ही किती करता मातशें स्टडी केल्यार मागीर चेस खेळटा परत स्टडी करता. Don't play chess during the study time. If you really know chess, तकली यूज जाता न्ही चेसाक. पयलीं तुमी स्टडी करतात, मागीर तुमकां तकली जाय, मागीर तुमी चेस गेम खेळटा, थंय तुमकां तकली जाय, युअर माइंड इज डन. So don't play chess during the study time. Anyone is doing that? Zico? Anyone is doing Daniela? Then what you do for time pass? TV, TV serial, Sasura, Sasuma, and all like that. Cartoon, Shinchan. Yes, very good. I like this. How he wash his hands. Shinchan, no, he washes his hand like this, no? Yes. No problem. See that you are focusing on studies also. So with this, I have finished with the Fajan's rule part. I hope this is clear. An important concept with respect to your competitive exam. Okay, now I will go towards the last part of the chapter, not last part of the chapter, last part of today's class, that is bond parameters. Write down bond parameters. Only 2 to 3 we will discuss and we'll stop for today. Bond parameters. Bond parameters. Now I will moving towards the molecular structures part. Now I'm going towards the molecular structures part. Okay, bond parameters. The first one, bond length. First one, bond length. Write down. It is defined as the equilibrium distance. It is defined as the equilibrium spelling पे अपना जायच्या परी ना का the equilibrium distance. We have a chapter called as equilibrium for your 11th. A chapter on equilibrium, one of the best chapters. We have a chapter called as thermodynamics also. बरं झालं हे थर्मोडायनेमिक्सचा डेमो येऊ ना म्हणून त्या लायफात तोंड पोपा ना माझे खरं सांगता अरे बाबा मग कितल्यार जाता यू नो आय एम व्हेरी मच हॅप्पी आ 12th पोर्शन कंप्लीट जाला हॅप्पी आसना आ 11th पोर्शन जाला हॅप्पी आसना थर्मोडायनेमिक्स चॅप्टर सोदतरी यू कैन विल सी अ स्माइल ऑन माय फेस खरें बोरिंग चॅप्टर ओ माय गॉड आय कॅनॉट टेल यू येस आमगेलो नाव येन पळय म्हाका वेदाल तो हरशी नॉर्मली क्लास वचून दिसता मातसो मदीं मदीं थर्मोडायनेमिक्सचा शुअर थंय वचून दिसतलो ही हांव गॅरंटी दिता थर्मोडायनेमिक्सचा चॅप्टर चालू आसतना एंट्री मारता पळय ती मातशी म्हणटली हो दिस आर युअर एक्सप्रेशन एवरी इयर एकटो तरी दिसता क्लासी कसो दिसता असो we can open our eyes and sleep, yes or no? How many of you know this technique? Open the eyes and sleep. Yes, no. Okay. So bond length is defined as the equilibrium distance, right? An equilibrium distance between the nuclei, between the nuclei. English ती मातशी plural and singular कितें आसता English भितर how you pronounce singular and plural. So nucleus is singular and कोण आसता nuclei is plural. म्हाका slip of tongue जाता meaning वेगळें जातलें So nuclei of two bonded atoms in a molecule. Nuclei of two bonded atoms in a molecule. Bond length is defined as the equilibrium distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms in a molecule. Okay. See here. अशा एक मॉलिक्यूल असा पहिला एक्झाम्पल घेता व्हेरी सिंपल HCl. HCl भितर एक बॉन्ड असा that is H and Cl. But what is bond length? So hydrogen is an atom. It will have its nucleus. And chlorine is also an atom. It will also have a nucleus. The distance between it is defined as the equilibrium distance between the two nuclei of the two bonded atoms in a molecule. But that's why I have with me HOH. So azoid nucleus astolo, the distance between the two nucleus. As जर म्हाका bond length काडपा जाय, hydrogen and oxygen bond length काडपा जाय. How I will measure the bond length? The nucleus of this hydrogen atom and the nucleus of this oxygen atom. So this distance is called as what? Bond length. Clear, sir? Okay. Next one. Bond length. Next one. Bond angle. Bond angle. Bond angle. Right now, it is defined as. It is defined as. It is defined as the angle between. The angle between the orbitals. The orbitals containing bonding electron pairs around the central atom in a molecule or complex ion. Around the central atom in a molecule or complex ion. एका स्टार मार्क करून दवर कॉन्सेप्टाक and I will explain this after 6 classes. वो concept जो आसा पळय bond angle I will explain you after the remaining 6 classes, because there is a see the word bond angle between the orbitals containing the bonding electron. So that's why we have to learn a concept called as molecular orbitals. So that will come after around 6 classes. So that time तुमका bond angle clear करू. Okay, sir. And the last concept for today, bond enthalpy. What is another word for enthalpy? Energy. Bond enthalpy. And enthalpy is also called as energy. Okay, so write down the definition of this. It is defined as the amount of energy required. It is defined as the amount of energy required to break